Peace, Lord Justice.
Peace of law, Infinite. How you doing today?
I'm great.
Before you start, peace. Today's mathematics is knowledge as cipher in the born month, and this is knowledge as cipher day. I come in the name of Lord Born Justice Allah, being interviewed by the God Allah Infinite. All right, Almighty. Peace.
Peace. So, I wanted to build you about the meeting that we had. And, I know you called the meeting, and your purpose for calling the meeting was for...
The reason why the meeting was called the law school in Mecca this past Saturday was because of some information that was manifested at the Universal Parliament in Medina in reference to where we was going to have the Universal Parliament for September. That's normally in Mecca. Being that we lost the location, which is 92, we was trying to find a location where we can have our parliaments at. So we haven't found one as of yet. So a couple of brothers took it upon themselves to say, well, being that Mecca didn't have anything, and being that there was something in Medina maybe available, the call went out and said that the Universal Parliament in Mecca is going to be held in Medina at Akbar's. It wasn't agreed upon by the masses of people, and I was getting phone calls about it. Matter of fact, I got a phone call Sunday night, the day of the Parliament, and then I made some calls to various people in the know, and they didn't know nothing about it as well. So at that moment, I sat down and thought about it. So we got to have a meeting. We was talking about having a meeting. People were saying they was going to have a meeting, but nobody actually said to call a meeting. So I took it upon myself to call the meeting. Okay, it was a nice turnout. Information was manifested. It was good. No arguments, no debating, and things of that nature. And it was decided upon that we would have this month Parliament at a law school in Mecca.
Wisdom Bill Day.
On the Wisdom Bill Day this month. Now, the same token, we're still looking for locations to have something on inside for October, November, and the rest of the month. Allah You Justice and myself have went to 2 locations based on some information that Doc Kim had gave us, as far as the children's zone at the Armory. At the Armory. I reached out to the people there and spoke to them and explained to them what we would like to do. Everything was fine except that they don't open on Sunday. The building is shut down on Sunday, so they couldn't make no exceptions. Then later on in the week, Allah You Justice and I went up to a place called Frederick Samuels, which is on 143rd Street, Lenox Avenue. We have thrown a couple of parties in this particular spot, nice space, auditorium, and they don't open on Sunday. So that didn't go well. So some people are under the impression that we're not making no moves to find something and we're just sitting down doing nothing, but that's not the case. We are looking, we have the 2 locations, and we just still got to dig in and find out where we can get something at right now. And I say this, if anybody out there knows somebody that is in the Mecca area that we can rent some space at to have the Parliament, please feel free to reach out to me at bornjustice@gmail.com.
Okay, peace. Well, my question is, what is the issue with the Medina location?
It's not that it's the issue with the location. The problem was it wasn't communicated properly. So like the way we had this meeting this Saturday, if a meeting was called prior to that knowledge being made manifest, then maybe a decision could have been made collectively, and we could have said, all right, meaning we don't have nothing over here, Akbar's inside, we all agree that we can have it in Akbar, but that wasn't the case. So there's nothing wrong with Akbar.
Well, no, the meeting was successful in terms of like saying that we're going to have it on the Wisdom Bill Day, right? But going forward, like being that
I don't know. That would have to be or whatever the body decides to do.
Right.
All minds coming together. This is another reason why it's good for us to come together. So no one person can say we're going to have a spot over there because we're not followers.
No, I know. I'm just saying because just think about the option.
The option is there. We got 3 options. We got a spot in Pelon that they're looking into as well. So spots are being explored. Nothing is being negated, but going to Akbar wasn't the final say.
Right.
but it's not eliminated at all because the weather's going to be changing. It's going to be cold soon.
Right, so that, yeah.
So under the circumstances, if that's going to be a possibility and we have to be inside and that's the only option that we have, I can't say that
You said it's the only option, like, because I'm looking at if it's useful land and it's within.
But it's not the only option. That's the whole thing.
Right.
There are other possibilities out there.
Right.
So if all the other possibilities, say, are eliminated by next month, if we don't have a location, and if we have another meeting and it's decided upon to have it in Akbar, then so be it.
Right.
But it can't be a one-man call and say, this is where we're going.
No, absolutely not. No,
Yes.
I'm just thinking, like, as a default, because that is something that's within.
But on the flip side, I'm hearing that, I haven't been in Akbar in a couple of years, but I'm hearing that it's not up to code, that they got a leak. Certain things not ready.
Some things that need to be.
Yeah, some things got to get done, and I know that there's a couple of brothers that's talking to the family members. You got some guards on this side that's talking to Akbar's children. There's somebody on this side that's speaking to Akbar's sister. I don't know if they're on the same page, because when it comes down to families in certain situations, they don't always agree on the same thing. So that's supposed to be worked out from the brothers that's dealing with the family, to my knowledge.
You must do your own research, as I did.
INFMEGA did this.